Hello everyone, welcome back to World of Warship Blitz. It seems to be that it's summer here in New Zealand. For those that might live in the Northern Hemisphere, you may struggle to understand and not having seen it, but it is indeed summer. So we are celebrating summer with a bit of Pacific Island paradise action with the Fiji. So there's going to be a few videos with the Fiji. Got some requests on the channel for more Fiji videos, and the Fiji is a fairly good average British cruiser, so getting some games in and showing how to play it is a good way to to introduce people to perhaps some of the options around the cruiser play. This game here, we've got 3 battleships, 3 cruisers and 1 destroyer, so it is not optimal for the Fiji. It can handle cruisers. It definitely is good against that destroyer, assuming he's on this side of the map. Those battleships, they're a real problem. So, anyway, we've got the Dallas for a mate, and one of the things that Dallas may not be aware of is that he probably wants to hang a little bit behind this particular Fiji, because this particular Fiji has extremely good concealment. So, now I've been spotted, so that Dallas is definitely the first target. Heading to New Orleans for a citadel. He's decided the Fiji is the bigger threat, which is a fair assessment. It is a tier 7, and we hit him hard again, so he hits us back. So basically we're just going for a slugfest. He's going to try and bring his rear guns in. I put out I try and turn away so that at least I'm not taking the full broadside, and we get the torpedoes out there. There's not much left of them, and we managed to get a full broadside, and even then, for that little slither of health, someone else took him down. Isn't that lovely? But anyway, he's gone, clearing out the side. On the other side, things look a bit scrappy, and one of our battleships is in close combat with a cruiser. And any cruiser that gets in that close has to be torpedo armed. No one drives in and does that sort of proximity to a battleship and a cruiser if it's a Dallas or something. So now we're going to head back in towards the main cluster of enemies. Getting a bit of lag there. It's interesting, but anyway, right. And first up we have, well, the Arizona. Okay, so it's not an ideal target, but we just got to start working on it. We have the New Mexico there. He could target the Fiji, but I suspect he's probably going to be aiming for the biggest threats, which would be either the New Mexico or potentially the Dallas, because really we aren't the biggest threat for this battleship. Although we've got fairly accurate guns and a fairly persistent captain, so we'll be hitting them pretty hard anyway. As you can see, when those shells land, I get a few penetrations, but mostly bounces. But bearing in mind the nature of the game, there's not much else we can do, so we just keep it up. So we get four penetrations. Looks like 5 or 6 penetrations. That's not too bad. They're all half damage, but still. 28,000. Good start with that New Orleans. And we're working hard on the Arizona. But even though we're not doing a massive amount of damage, we are bringing him down. So, and it must be quite hard and quite distracting to be hammered, because we have 4 ships. They're sort of pressing in hard against their team. That was a fairly good strike there. See if we can repeat that. That destroyer is obviously chasing our battleship out of the cap, which is not a good place to be, so we need to be getting inside their capture zone. There we go. Because I suspect he's going to hit that island, I've fired off a brace of torpedoes. Let's see if that makes a difference. Let's see if he lasts long enough for the torpedoes to arrive. There we go. Not much damage, but enough to take him over the edge. And that destroyer has taken down our... It's taken down our battleship. So that destroyer is going to be busy trying to cap us out, but with 4 ships hammering at one ship outside, the enemy cap is going to be, well, there's not enough time for that destroyer to make any difference. And it looks like he might be heading north anyway, because the cap, oh no, there we go, he's back in the cap. Not enough time left in the game, and we have their cap. So he prevented us from capping him out. And as you can see, we've ended up with 44,000 damage, with a reasonable start on the New Orleans, but basically pretty much the rest against battleships. And let's just have a look at some scores. 207 hits, that sort of explains it. So basically what we don't do in individual damage, we make up with the volume of shells, ending up 44,000, which is still a third, which isn't too bad in that sort of game. So there we go, Fiji played against the Heavies on the Scorching Islands. Thanks for watching, catch you next time.